Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen if it's your first time here. Now today I'm going to be making some Halloween cupcakes, but not just any Halloween cupcakes. I found these online. They're blood drip cupcakes, and we've got a shard to represent glass and some food colouring for some blood there. So we're going to give them a go and see how they come out. So I'm going to give you the ingredients first that you're going to need and then take you through it step by step. So let's look at the ingredients you'll need to make these cupcakes. So this recipe will make about 16 to 18 cupcakes. Prep time about 25 minutes and the overall cook time 1 hour 25 minutes because we need to bake the cupcakes and make the shards, which will be done on the stove, which I'll show you later. Now we've got 160 grams self-raising flour, we've got 64 grams of cocoa powder, 32 grams of malt powder, and then we've got 224 grams of sugar. I'm using brown sugar, could use white if you prefer, I just think you get a better flavour from brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now if you want to do a gluten-free version, obviously substitute the self-raising flour for gluten-free self-raising flour, leave out the malt powder. And the baking powder is gluten free, so that should be okay. We also need 2 eggs, and we've got 250 millilitres of buttermilk, 85 grams of unsalted butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and we've got 256 grams of frosting. And then for the glass candy, we've got 64 grams of golden syrup. We've got 384 grams of sugar, which does need to be white sugar so that you get that clear effect in the glass candy. We need just 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And then we've got some red colouring gel, which would be for that blood effect on the cupcakes. Okay, so now we're going to start with our first part in making the cupcakes. So I've preheated my oven to 175 degrees Celsius, that's about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 4. And then I've also lined a muffin tray with some muffin cases. I need to do it in a couple of batches. Okay, and then for the first step we need a large bowl, which we've got here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put in our flour, and then we're going to put in our cocoa, then malt powder, all the different colours there. And then our sugar goes in. And then also our baking powder. Spoons. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm just going to give that a mix around. Just combining it all together. Okay, so that's the dry ingredients. And now we're going to move on to the wet ingredients. We're going to add them. So we need to add in our eggs, our buttermilk, our butter and our vanilla. So in goes our buttermilk, butter. And then our vanilla. 2 teaspoons. Love the smell of vanilla. Okay, and then we need to do our eggs. Okay, there's our eggs. And now we need to combine all that together. Give it a good mix. Make sure everything is combined up together. Starting to look good already. Spread that butter up. Smells nice already as well. This is a great thing to get kids involved with as well. Okay, so let's combine all that together. So that's now nice and lovely and combined, looking lovely and chocolatey and shiny and silky. Okay, so we're now going to line our cupcake cases with the mixture, and then we're going to put them in the oven for about 18 to 22 minutes. Just going to fill each one to about 2/3 full. Okay, so the first batch is now done. We're going to put them in the oven for 18 to 22 minutes, and then we can do the next lot, and then I can take you through the decoration. So after about 20 minutes I've come out of the oven, and I've just put them on a cooling rack just to cool down, and I just used a cocktail stick just to put into the centre, and if it comes out clean that means that they are done. So I can leave them to cool, and now we're going to get on to do the glass candy. So for the glass candy I've put some foil into a tray, just lined it because that's where we will pour it into once it's done. So in the pan I've got 375 millilitres of cold water, and we're going to add our sugar. And we're going to add our cream of tartar and our golden syrup. Over a medium heat until the mixture begins to boil. Let's get that all scraped out. And this is something you've really got to watch. We're going to put the thermometer in a bit because we will need to get it up to the hard crack stage. Let's get that all in. So now we just need to stir it until the mixture begins to boil. So it's just beginning to boil now, and I've just put the thermometer in. We want to get up to the hard crack stage, 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 148 degrees Celsius. And if you've got any sugar crystals forming around the edge, just get a pastry brush with a bit of water and just brush them away. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to bring it up to temperature, and then once we get up to the temperature we need to set it aside for at least 1 hour for it to cool. So we've got a little way to go at the moment because we're not quite on 100 yet, but I just got to really keep an eye on it because it will go really quickly, and obviously be careful because it will get very hot. Okay, so it's now reached the harder crack stage, so we're now just going to remove the thermometer, turn the gas off, and then we're going to pour it carefully onto our lined foil. And then we need to leave that for an hour. We just need to leave that to cool for about an hour, and then we can decorate the muffins once that's cool. So the glass candy is now cooled. We're going to leave that to one side, and we're now going to decorate our cupcakes. Got some frosting in here, and we're just going to put some on each one. Decorate them how you wish. I'm just going to go around each one, and then what we'll do is we're going to break up the glass candy into shards, and we're going to stick a bit in each one. And then we'll put some of the food colouring on. And again, you can be creative, make it like a blood splatter if you want, however you want it to look. Okay, so something like that. We're going to do that on each one. So now we've put the frosting on each one, we're now just going to break up some of our glass candy. We'll take it out of the foil. And then we can just break random pieces up. It's not come out as clear as I would have liked it, but it still gives the desired effect. And sugar work, you know, something that needs to be very precise with the temperature and how you boil it. But like with anything, practice makes perfect. So I'm just going to break off some random shards, and then just a piece like that, stick that in the top. And then you just get random bits, stick them in, makes each one unique as well. And do that until we've done each one. So each one is uniquely different, and we're just gonna, with the red icing, we're just gonna, again, be creative, put one drip, just doing a few round, however you want to do it. So there you have them, blood dripped cupcake. I hope you'll try them yourself. A great fun cupcake for Halloween. So there you have it. And like I said, I hope you will try them yourself. Make a great cupcake for Halloween. And like I say, the glass candy didn't come out as clear as I wanted it to, but you know, practice makes perfect. However far you are on your baking journey, just keep practicing and trying these different techniques. And great to make for friends and family. So if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like so people can see it, and also subscribe if you haven't done it already, and ring that bell for notifications for more cookery videos, as well as more content coming very soon. I hope you have a very good spooky and fun Halloween, and see you again very soon. Bye for now.